Hello everyone, this is Souls44 and welcome back to the Q&A for Project Ozone 3 and modded Minecraft. Today I wanted to look at the Spectre Coils and the Spectre mod that's installed. It's actually random things, I believe. Yes, random things. I wanted to go over what I did to get this to work so that I had interdimensional power fairly early on in the game. It's possible, I suppose, that you could get... What's you doing, pig? Really? This guy. Anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit of how I got it and how I did it, and how valuable it's been for me, because it gets rid of a lot of these pesky cables. And yeah, everybody that I know seems to want to complain about the cables causing lag or power going up and down, or I even heard a YouTuber, pretty famous one, complain that the universal cables that are right there actually caused a negative power once for them, so they just stopped using them altogether. Yeah, I guess it's possible. So anyway, let's get this video going. I do apologize for my audio. I'll be honest with you, I'm just using a very cheap microphone, so that's the issue, I believe. I'll update this system pretty soon. It's just going to be a little while before I can afford to do so. So anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and head into how I did what I did. First things first, you're going to need, for me anyway, to get a few items. Let's see. The first thing I did was set up my mob farm, which that's this giant monstrosity over here. The reason why I set up mob farm is it drops everything that you need in loot bags to get the game going. I don't know why most people don't make that a priority or a big priority and collect those loot bags. Open them loot bags up. And what you're going to get at one point is a patient loot bag. That's this thing right here. The patient loot bag will drop you another star. 0.01%. Okay, so how it works is this. 99% of the time when you open the bag, it's going to give you another loot bag, the patient loot bag. So you create, you just type in loot. Look at that, I've got a loot bag sitting there. You can create a loot bag opener. So let's see, so type in bag opener, or just opener. I'll just type in opener. Opener, there it is. A bag opener. The bag opener will then allow you to open the bag over and over and over again. But it's worth it just to cycle it through using item conduits, and you'll get another star. Once you have another star, you can then move on to other things. So let that run while you do embers. Yeah, that's it. I know that for some reason, some people really don't like embers. I'll be honest with you, I'm not a huge fan of embers either. Well, that's kind of loud. I believe that's the that's my battery right there. I like embers the way it looks. It's beautiful. I think it adds a lot of style that can be really used. I don't use it as much, but I can see an artistic value to it that's far beyond what most people put through with it. I don't have an artistic bug right now, so I haven't really gotten into it that much. However, I did go through and, for the sake of the quest book, there are a lot of quests that can be resolved through embers, and it's fairly early. If you notice, it goes alpha, beta, and then gamma is right there as embers. So that means you can get through to this fairly quickly. You're going to need at least a battery or some way of charging up the weapon that's going to be used to kill these ghosts. To get ectoplasm, I mean, that's basically the goal, is to get ectoplasm. Let's see, ecto. You only have to get one piece. One single piece of ectoplasm. So I don't care how you do it, but in order to get it, you have to do this. You have to get a spirit and kill the spirit using magic. Anyone that's played with random things enough has seen those little ghosts fly out from creatures they've killed. And yeah, one way to do so is with, oh, look at that. I've got it charged up already. There's a jar, a mantle jar. Use that with my blazing, this gun right here, the blazing ray. The blazing ray can be obtained through embers. It will kill those ghosts, but there are other ways to kill the ghosts. The potions of harming, I don't know why. So potion, I don't make potions. I'm not a potion person. These are just drops. But potion of harming, there you go, potion of harming, there you go. It will kill those ghosts as well. Splash potions, what you're going to want to get. It's just a fermented spider eye, some mundane potions, and potions of healing. But this requires some blaze. In order to do this, you're going to need to go to the Nether. So if you haven't made it to the Nether, then yeah, you're going to have to wait till you've done that. The reason why I say that is you're going to want to get, let's get to my main area here. You're going to want to get that Nether star, of course. But you're going to want to get to a point where you can make hopping bonsais and make a spectral sapling, or spectre sapling. I keep saying the wrong thing. Let me show you here. I'll just take a regular sapling and plop it down. Now you can twerk to grow that sapling, and it'll grow into a full-size sapling, not necessarily an apple tree, but it'll grow into an oak tree. But what we're going to do is we're going to take some ectoplasm, like you would get from a ghost, like in Ghostbusters, etc. And you're going to slap it onto a sapling, like this. Now, it's not going to grow. I don't know why it's set up to not grow on grass blocks, but it won't. But that's fine. It will grow inside a bonsai with a bit of dirt. And this is where you're going to generate tons and tons of resources early game anyway, so you might as well go ahead and set those up. I chose to use the 4-block drawers. These drawers are great. I can go through a demo and explain how the different drawers work. There's a thinner versions for aesthetics, whatnot, that you can put on, put against walls, whatever you want to do. You can lock these down with keys. Notice this one has a sapling down here, and this one does not, because this one has the leaves. Well, if you remove all the leaves, there's an opening space. It could produce a sapling, or it could produce another leaf. If you lock it down with these 4, let's just say ingredients, these 4 ingredients, it will stay these 4 ingredients, and it'll keep growing and producing these 4 items, and it'll basically avoid or get rid of the saplings. So if you lock it down with the leaves, then it'll basically void the saplings. Or you can make it so that it produces only 1 or 3, it depends on your combination. But when you lock it with a key, let me see, do I have a key? I know I made a key at one point. There's a key. So if you lock it with a key, it'll stay that way, and you can just get what you want. So let's say I didn't want any sticks. I've probably got a lot of sticks. So I don't want any sticks. I just locked it with an empty piece. It's just going to produce these 3 things. It's going to produce the leaves, the ectoplasm, and the logs. But I don't. I don't mind sticks, whatever. Early game, especially, these things are invaluable. So let's go kill an animal or a creature. You can do it in the Nether. You can do it whichever you get to first. I go to the hunting dimension as soon as I can. And the reason for that is there's just mob drops. I'm a huge mob drop person. So let's go to the hunting dimension. I can cover how to make the hunting dimension in another video. Just comment down below that that's what you want me to do for you, and I will personally make one for you. Alright, so I have this ray gun. You hold it down, right click, shoot it. It gives you a laser beam that fires off. You can only use it if you use a mantle jar or some other way of holding embers inside your inventory. It will use it up automatically. It doesn't really charge up itself. It doesn't have an internal buffer or storage. So you can use it to kill mobs with. I personally don't. I use a laser. I love lasers. I'm killing creatures real quick with lasers. Alright, it didn't produce a ghost or a spirit, so I'm just going to keep on killing creatures until I get one. The hunting dimension is full of creatures, so it shouldn't be a problem. You can even kill Enderman with it. You can kill Mr. Pig. Which, by the way, in the hunting dimension, there are a very large number of evil creatures that look good. Like these ghosts, or these, because of the abyssal craft, I believe. Oh, look at that. So I'm going to go around killing. Eventually, you'll get a spirit to appear. Last time I did this, I got a spirit to appear right away. I guess I'm just not being fortunate this time. So, kill enough creatures, you'll get a spirit. Once you get a spirit to appear, come on now. You need only one. Just give me one. Like I said, I apologize for the audio. I know it's not. Just bear with me a little bit longer here. Alright, kill him. Wow, I am getting very unlucky. So anyway, oh, if you notice the chickens change into demon chickens, they're getting blown up because I'm using Kelline. If you're wondering what it is, it's a material from Landia. Landia has a lot of very strange ores. Ooh, okay. These guys here shoot fireballs and stuff at you. These are great for embers. This is where you're going to get your embers material. At least this is where I got it from, until I created a good enough mob farm, and I ended up getting, you'll get your ancient motive cores and your archaic bricks from this area. If you can fly. If not, it's going to take a little bit. Well, usually I've already uncovered at least a couple spirits by now, so I don't know what's going on. But you kill enough of these mobs, eventually you'll get yourself a spirit. Give me a break here. Today I learned. Right, there's a spirit. So, these spirits, don't waste them. Apparently they're rare. Shoot it with your ember gun. With your blazing run. Your blazing... Alright, so you're going to kill it with the blazing ray. It will give you your ectoplasm. You need only one piece of ectoplasm. After that, I run for it. Right? There's no need for me to spend any time here. The blazing ray is also useful for killing mobs on its own. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just not as strong as my laser, so I don't use it as much. So let's just go into my AE2 area. And let me show you what I did. I told you already, or I showed you already, how to make the saplings. But just to show you that it's not a fluke or anything like that, I had a whole ton of inventory free, and it's still filled up. So let's do that one more time. I do not know if it works with other saplings. I know with an oak sapling it does, and that's one of the easiest ones to get in the game. There you go. And, oh, it grew. Shoot. Well, alright. Well, let's do that one more time. No problem. I do have a bone mealer on me, and it's a thing. So, there we go. The Spectre sapling. From the Spectre sapling, you can create various items. I like spectral planks, or spectre planks. They look kind of neat. They're kind of translucent and somewhat see-through. The reason why I say you have to go to the nether is because of the Spectre lens. The Spectre lens you can use to make, it's this right here, Spectre lens. That Spectre lens is then used to make the Spectre Energy injector, and the only way it's useful, unfortunately, is if you can make a beacon, which requires a nether star, obsidian, and glass. I have plenty of nether stars from both patient bags and farm and whatnot now, but earlier game, if you make that loop bag, that patient bag, and you run it through a loop, you can run it through the loop. I can show you how to do that on another video if you'd like me to show you. Just comment down below. I'll make a video just showing you how to do that. It's very simple. It will eventually produce a nether star. Then you take that nether star and you make yourself a beacon. With this setup, you can now produce, oh wow, if you got the items, this energy injector, the Spectre Energy injector. Oh, what was I missing? String? Spectre string, really? Wow, let's just craft some of that. There's some string. So you need to make the Spectre string, which I have plenty of now. See, ectoplasm, and this makes your string. There you go. There you got your string. You can make plenty of cool wood, but the goal is to make this injector. This injector right here allows you to transfer energy interdimensionally early on. In my opinion, the earliest in the game. There might be an earlier way of doing it. I don't know, but for me, it was the easiest way. It holds 1 million forge energy, FE, which is, I believe, almost a universal energy that I wish everybody just used the same energy type, but that's what you can get from this. If you haven't, the reason why it's at 1 million is I have it hooked up to my reactor. I have 3 of them hooked up to my reactor. I think I only needed 1. Oh, there was a previous one I already made. Yeah. Let's see. If I go down to my reactor, you can see that I've hooked it up with these energy injectors here. I don't think you need but 1. I use 3 just in case. I don't know. I thought it was neat looking. But so anyway, there's energy going into them at all times. Once you do that, you can then go in and create a coil. The Spectre coils are not EMCable. I do have them set up for autocraft. This one, as you can see, transfers 1024 RF per tick, which it's funny because they should be FE per tick, but it's transferred over somehow to RF. 1024, 4096, and 20,480 RF a tick with the Ender Spectre coil. Obviously, these are upgrades from each other. They go from all the way up to and including a, I believe there's a creative one. Yeah. This Spectre coil here is randomly numbered. The NR59 is this time. I've seen it change a million different times to different numbers, but you find those in dungeons, sometimes in the Nether, and different mod packs. When again, I am playing Project Ozone 3 version 1.12 at the moment, so I won't be running across those at the moment. I am not in Kappa mode, however, but this might change in Kappa mode. I don't know. The Spectre chargers can be crafted as well. They are baubles and can go inside your bauble slots. The Spectre chargers basically charge your inventory. So if you have a jetpack or some other need for energy to be constantly being fed into your inventory items, like this, you could get rid of their Vervin and Flux. These capacitors here, if you wanted to, so that you keep your wireless crafting grid charged, or if you had a jetpack or something. Let me sleep. That way you could constantly generate energy into your system and keep you going. That's a good way of doing that. Like I said, to me it's fairly early game. These are really cheap to get. Obsidian, you can make an obsidian farm easy and early in the game. The Spectre ingots, I mean, it does cost a gold and a lapis in one of these to make 1 ingot. But if you're sifting, and you should be sifting very early, you should be sifting with a auto sifter, with one of these early on in the game. I mean, if you're not, you're missing out, and I don't understand why you're not. But let's say you're not. You can sift, and you can figure out ways of getting your ores. I can show you other ways of doing so. It's up to you. If you want me to do that, go ahead and comment down below. I'll check it out. But just look at how much neater and easier it is for me to run wiring. I don't have to have any power cables anywhere. I mean, this thing right here, for instance, this is a giant sifter. I don't use it anymore, but if I needed to get it running, it takes 16,384 forge energy to run. So, I mean, I can't use this right here. It's not going to be enough. It only is 1,024. It's not enough, right? But, you know, I can make... Oops. I was actually where I needed to be. I can make one of these Spectre coils here. It just takes a second for my system to create. I'm obviously auto-crafting those. Boom, slap that on there. Boom, I've got enough energy. It's sifting, right? I don't know, maybe. Yeah, processing. Boom, there it goes. I don't need it running, no. Yeah, oops. Wow. I'll be tearing it down in a little while anyway. It's no big deal. So in any case, there you go. Wireless RF, FE, however you want to put it, transmission. I mean, you know, I don't want to run wires everywhere. It just allows me to power things. I mean, I got plenty of energy now. Just running these everywhere. It just saves me on cabling, ticking issues, repeat tick issues. I mean, and yeah, my base could be a whole lot cleaner if I went and got rid of them. Another option would be to use advanced power cells or power cells from RF Tools, which I absolutely love RF Tools. Maybe that's something that you want to use. However, it doesn't provide you with anything for your in your inventory. Otherwise, you know, you're stuck making yourself a flux capacitor, or heck, I mean, a Werven core is not until a lot later, I would think, into the game, depending on what you're doing. But yeah, auto sifting is the way to go to get there. Time to get rid of these torches, I suppose. I just wanted to tell everybody how I did it, and let you know, hey, I'm here. If you have any questions, feel free to like, comment, whatever you need to do. I am going to be available at any point in time to answer any questions, comments, complaints, whatever you got going. Just let me know down in the comments. I will be making videos for individual users to answer questions. That's what I'm here for. The Q&A. That's what I'll be doing, Q&A. So next time, I'll probably be covering maybe some embers. I don't know. Something that a lot of users I seem to not have a whole lot of help with. I don't know. Maybe I'll be looking at that galactic craft. I did do a little bit of work, and I have gone to the moon. Basic moon travel, yeah. And as you can see, another one of those coils, those little discs. Anyway, if you need anything, just let me know. I got 1.14 available, 1.12. I guess sooner or later it'll be 1.15, which just released. Yeah, it depends on what kind of mods you need me to look at. And anyway, take care. Have a good one.